Guys, happy Friday, February 26th. We're going to talk about the workout today. We'll get into 16.1 in a second. First off, warm up. You're going to accumulate 200 double unders in as few sets as possible, or skip for 10 minutes, working on double under attempts and that kind of stuff, just getting nice and warm. Strength work is going to be every 3 minutes for a total of 5 cycles. You're going to do 8 to 12 reps of bench press. RX weight's 135/85, but you can scale up or scale down as needed to kind of get in that window. In a perfect world, you're going to start out hitting about 12 reps every time, and then it's going to go down to, it might go down to 8, and so as you get tired, but you don't want to drop off any more than that. And you're going to do 12 power snatches, 75/55. So you will need 2 bars for this part of the workout. You can totally share and cycle in back and forth with a partner. But this is going to be every 3 minutes for a total of 5 cycles. So it's going to be about a minute and a half of work, and then minute and a half of rest for the 15 minutes. CrossFit workout 16.1. So if you are doing this and you're trying to submit your score to the CrossFit Games Open, you're more than welcome to spend the time of warm-up and strength work, warming up and getting used to the movements and not tiring yourself out for this attempt. If you're just doing this as another workout, make sure that you do the warm-up and the strength, because it's about you getting better and not just cutting your workout day in half to try to get 1 or 2 more reps in. All right. CrossFit workout is 20-minute AMRAP for 16.1 of 25-foot overhead walking lunge, 95 pounds for guys, 65 pounds for girls, 8 bar facing burpees, 25-foot overhead walking lunge again, and then 8 chest to bar pull-ups. That's 1 round. So what you're going to notice about this workout is, number 1, working from the lunges onwards. This workout is very lunge heavy. If you look at the amount of work that's prescribed here, 8 burpees at a time is not a lot, and 8 chest to bar pull-ups is also not a lot. So what's going to be the limiting factor here for most people is going to be the lunges. The set of lunges that's going to be the most difficult is the one that occurs after the burpees, because the pull-ups don't really involve any of your legs. So you're going to be your legs will be really gassed after those burpees, because you're lunging all the way over, doing the burpees. Your quads are going to be really gassed. Then you're going to lunge back, and that second set of lunges, the bottom half of each round, is going to be the toughest. Make sure, again, if you're doing this RX, make sure that you take your time and you focus. You don't want to break up the lunges halfway. You want to be able to do 25 feet unbroken. So if it takes a couple seconds to kind of steel yourself and get gathered before you pick that bar up, make sure you do that. Otherwise, you're going to end up doing extra clean and jerks in the middle of the workout, which you don't need to do to get that bar up overhead. The burpees are bar facing, so not like what we were doing on Monday when we were beside the bar over burpees. These are bar facing. So the bar is here. You have to be perpendicular to the bar, do a burpee, starts with a burpee, not with a jump, starts with a burpee, chest to the ground, come back up, 2-foot jump over the bar, 2-foot landing on the other side of the bar. So you can't step over, you can't leapfrog, you can't skip over, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing for 8 burpees. And then you're going to finish that, go back to the second side of walking lunges, and then chest to bar pull-ups. If you are scaling this, the RX scaled is doing the same thing with 25-foot lunges, but you're going to do a 45-pound bar in the front rack position, which is holding it here where you would hold a front squat. 8 burpees, same thing back, 25-foot lunge, just an empty bar in the front rack position, and then 8 jumping chin over bar pull-ups. So basically regular jumping pull-ups that we do in a workout. For class purposes and for Friday Night Lights, we're going to offer a couple other scaling options for those who are interested in keeping this a challenging workout. If you're not looking at submitting your score, there's modifications that we can make like we would do in a normal class to make sure that this workout is challenging for everyone and not just a little too easy. Because what ends up happening if you're able to do pull-ups and jumping pull-ups aren't challenging, or 45 pounds isn't really challenging for a walking lunge, it might end up being 20 minutes of lunges for you, because 8 jumping chin over bar pull-ups is like 10 seconds of work. So you're going to be doing lunges, burpees for 20 minutes. So work with your coach and try to find a scaling that's challenging for you. This is a good time if you only have a couple of chest to bar pull-ups in your repertoire. This is a good time to try to RX it and chip away at the chest to bar pull-ups, just doing 1 or 2 at a time. You don't have to be able to do 8 in a row to give this workout a solid effort, because the numbers are so low compared to everything else. You can totally take these in singles and see how far you go. All right, I've included a link to the full details in the workout description if you have any questions about it. Other than that, for all those that are coming to Friday Night Lights, we'll have another full debrief and talking about further scaling options to how we're going to be running the heats tomorrow night. So see that when you get in, and we'll have heats released for all of you guys tomorrow morning. All right, lastly, again, if you're doing the class, core cash-up, 3 rounds for time of 50 sit-ups, and then 20 reps of high to low plank, 10 reps with each arm. So again, as a refresher, high to low plank is you're starting in this plank position, come up to the high plank, back down till your forearms on the ground, up again, locking your elbows up every time, back down, making sure you stay nice and neutral, hips tucked down, stay really tight, don't keep your hips up and pike in that position. You want to make sure you stay nice and flat, and try to get through those 20 reps unbroken if you can. All right, hope you have a great workout, and we will see you.